Hey there, readers! I love it when I discover a new favorite middle grade read, and that's exactly what happened the other day. I was attending a book event at a local indie bookstore, and Lisa Moore Ramee was there, as was her book, A Good Kind of Trouble. And after hearing Lisa talk about her novel, I knew it was meant to be in my bookshelf. So I took my new read home and ended up inhaling the story. Not only was the storyline engaging and kept my interest, but I also learned so much along the way. But don't take it from my long winded introduction, take it from my book review. The protagonist, 12-year-old Shayla, hates English class, and a lot of other things about middle school too. Not because she doesn't like learning, she's an avid student, always earning straight A's. Shayla hates school for other reasons. For the pity eyes her white teachers give her, and for the famous quote seemingly directed at her and all the other black kids in her school. And on top of all this, there's her loud, aggressive lab partner Bernard that her teacher paired her up with. But even more distressing are the ever present protests and confusion, with the Black Lives Matter movement in full swing. There are either supporters or haters of the movement, and Shayla feels like there are far too many haters of the movement than not. Every day she hears Blue Lives Matter or All Lives Matter, and so every day she slumps farther and farther down in her chair, desperate to avoid the conversations until she falls on the floor. It's hard enough with the world seemingly in chaos, but now she's also stressing over being on the track team, her scary lab partner Bernard, and that annoying Tyler kid who's like a puppy always by her side, and her two best friends who seem to be drifting apart from her. And as if this isn't enough to deal with, the principal of her school decides he's had enough of the Black Lives Matter movement. Shayla is not okay. How will Shayla save her friendship problems, new boy troubles, and how will she stand up for herself and speak up for not just the Black Lives Matter movement, but just for herself to the mean principal? It's feeling like there's way too much going on and nothing is going right. But somewhere along her journey, Shayla finds her courage, a spark in her soul, and she's letting it shine. What happens next? You'll just need to read A Good Kind of Trouble to find out. I really love how perseverance is a reoccurring theme throughout A Good Kind of Trouble. The main character had to endure teasing, protests, and so much more, on top of all the regular middle school stuff kids deal with, but she did not admit defeat. Shayla tackled every challenge head on, and she's a big role model for all kids. I also loved how the novel shines a light on the term windows and mirrors. I say it a lot, but I truly believe books need to be windows for kids to learn about other people and what they go through in life. And kids need to see themselves and relate to the characters' experiences too. And A Good Kind of Trouble does this and more. It's certainly a mirror for black teens and tweens dealing with not just stereotypes, but with what the author Lisa Moore Ramee describes as pity eyes and hate. But it's also a window for the same reasons. There aren't nearly enough books tackling these important topics, and I'm extremely grateful to Lisa for writing this book. I may not be going through the exact same middle school experiences as Shayla, but it's so nice to have role models like the protagonist. She has such a strong and determined heart, and she's the best. I hope I can be as strong and courageous as Shayla. And I don't think I need to tell you, but I will. A Good Kind of Trouble is a must read. I read it from cover to cover in one sitting, and it's a 10 out of 10. Woo!